this 50 go?
No drink and drive.
What the? This ain't the Mustang. I think Dominic's gonna try to drive this time. You're gonna drive? All right, we'll let Dominic drive. Tell him what you're getting ready to drive.
I'm gonna drive a Cybertruck. That's gonna be crazy.
All right, let's do it. Go ahead and get in.
Hey guys, I'm at a Cybertruck. Yay!
Hey, someone take a picture of me.
Let me get a my truck. This is the inside of the Cybertruck.
That's not it. That's a yoke. Okay, so I don't know what's going on, but it says it's a yoke. We ordered a Cybertruck steering wheel, but when we opened up the box, we got the Hansshow customer service welcome. Hansshow bag, and then we have the Cybertruck yoke. So what we got to do now is go in there and transfer all the stuff from the old steering wheel to the new one. And this one, I think this is what the heating unit thing goes in, right down here. And this one right here too, looks like they give you like an Allen key to stick in a hole to pop the airbag off. All right, let's get this bad boy on the car. And for those asking, the stock steering wheel is about 14 inches wide. It's a circle, so 14 inches. And it's about, an inch and a half. Inch and a half thick, about 14 inches wide. The stock steering wheel. And the Cybertruck steering wheel is about the same thickness, about an inch and a half. The Cybertruck style steering wheel is a little bit wider, about a half inch wider. It's about 15 inches. About 15 inches. 15 inches wide. Kind of hard to do one hand. About, what's that? About 10.5 inches up and down. So 15 wide, 15 up and down. Okay, so we're in the Model Y. So what we want to do now is go here, go down to safety, scroll down till you see power off. Hit the power off your car. Then next, I don't know if you can see it because it's getting kind of dark. There's going to be a hole here and a hole there. What you want to do is get you some kind of screwdriver. I'm using the Allen key, and poke in there. And there's a little nipple in there. You just want to push, and then you'll see the bag come off. Then go to the other side and do the same thing. Sometimes it'll come off easy, and sometimes it won't. You just gotta find that little nipple in there. Both sides pop off. All you want to do is slowly pull it out. Kind of hard to do one hand. Okay, now that you got the airbag off, you want to squeeze these little nipples right here and unplug it. Okay, take that, set it to the side. Then you want to get the controller button and unplug that. Alright, next we'll be taking the steering wheel off. You'll be busting this right here off. 10. So you want to get you a 10 millimeter, I guess, and stick it on there. Sometimes these could be a pain, and sometimes they come off easy. You know, what I do is get my knee and hold it like this, and right there. Okay, next, yours might come off easily, but what I do normally is just hit it. Just keep doing that, and slowly but surely it'll come off. Like I said, it'd be easier if I had two hands, but there you go. Easy peasy. And if your car comes back on, it doesn't matter, you know, especially since you got the airbag already off. So don't worry about it if your car comes back on, you know. But when you put your airbag on, you want to make sure that the power is off. Okay, we got the new Cybertruck steering wheel, and we have the OEM steering wheel. And as you can see, compared to my other steering wheel I had, this does have all the hardware already in there, except for the heating chip modular, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know why it just don't come with it. That chip must be expensive, or Tesla don't want to sell it for some reason, because to me it just don't make sense. You have all this already in here. Now we got to rip all this out just to put the heating modular back in there. And FYI, you don't have to take this all apart to put the little heating box in there. I mean, I did because I wanted to fit in there properly. I didn't want it to, you know, the wires or nothing interfere with the airbag, stuff like that. So that's the only reason I took mine out. You don't have to, if you could get it in there. But I mean, it only took, what, an extra couple minutes to do that. Okay, so what we need to do is, there's 4 T25 screws. One right here, one right here, one right here, and one right here. So what we need to do is to take this out to get it out the way. Sometimes you could just pull these and it'll come out. And if you can't get it out that way, what you could do is get you a pair of, a flathead screwdriver, and just go like that and push it out. So this should be enough just for the video, but if you want to take this right here, it's just clipped on too. So like I said, a lot of this is hard to do with one hand. Now you can take this out the way. You shouldn't have to remove this, but just did it so you can see the 4 screws. You got one right here, right here, right here, and right here. Now get your T25 and take them all loose. Okay, now we have the 4 bolts removed. What you want to do is just pry this off. It's not that hard. Flip it over. Then you're going to want to get a T10 to take this box loose. Okay, we have both the screws removed. And then at the bottom there's a little clip. You want to unclip. Next you want to unplug it. Now we have it out. Now that we have it out, you can sit the old steering wheel to the side. Next, get all your old steering wheel stuff, because the only thing you're going to need out your old steering wheel is this. This is what I'm talking about. We need the chip, motherboard, circuit board out of here. Like I said, I don't know why they just don't charge you for this and just have it already installed on the new steering wheel. So get all your screws and stuff and put it to the side. Now, this is the OEM one. And this is the new one for the Cybertruck steering wheel. It's a little bit smaller because, as you can see, this right here is smaller than the one right here. I don't know what this goes to right now, so I don't know about this part. Next, you want to carefully open this, pull back the tabs. It's kind of hard to see on here, but there's little tabs. You just want to pull back and open this whole case. Okay, we pop the tabs open. And there's the motherboard, circuit board. Now we want a couple more clips you're going to pop back, then take it out. Okay, now you just want to pop this out. And if you see, there's a little hole right there, a little nipple that's holding the board in too. I don't know if you can see it. So take your time right there peeling this out, because that little nipple has it held on. So now you want to get the new smaller box and open it up too. The same way, pull back the tabs and open it up. Okay, now we have them side by side and whatnot. What I do notice is the factory one has a little, some kind of pad. The new one doesn't. Okay, now we have the chip motherboard in the new Cybertruck casing. Okay, so now we're on the Cybertruck steering wheel. You're just gonna get this plug right here and plug it in to here. We might be able to get this in here without taking this whole thing apart. We might. Okay, I tried to pop it in without taking the whole thing apart, but I'm unable to do it. So let me get this back out, and then we're going to take this all apart too. All right, so the only difference is in between the Cybertruck wheel and the OEM wheel is they use Phillips screws instead of T27 screws. So that's the only difference. So you're going to want to pop this out, pop this off. Okay, as you can see, we got the 4 Phillips screws off. And this one's on a little bit tighter than the factory one. So what I use on this is get you some kind of pry tool and pry the cover off. Whereas on the factory one, it was easy just to pull off with your bare hand. This one's on a little bit more tighter. So if you have a pry tool, use the pry tool. Okay, we got it loose. This was on a lot tighter than a factory one. Okay, this next part I'm not going to be able to do with one hand, but you want to get your box, plug it in to this blue plug right here. Goes right there, and then you're just going to want to sit it down in there as flat as you can get it. Okay, that's how I have mine in there like that. Sitting flat as it can be. That's the upper look of it. And then once you get that all sitting in there nice and flat, you just want to start putting everything back together again. Okay, now we got the cover popped back on. You want to put the 4 Phillips screws back in. Okay, I don't know if you can see in there, we got the 4 screws back in. Now you just want to pop this back into place. Just want to push it down until it clicks. Okay, that's in. Tuck all your wires back and out of the way. So as you can see, I don't know where this little clip goes. Alright, this is ready to be put back on the car. Okay, so we're back in the car now. We're going to be putting the steering wheel back on. And as you can see, there's a little notch in the steering column. So all you want to do is line that up. I don't know if you can see right here. Line that up. And there's no way that you could put it on backwards. Okay, putting it on, it's kind of hard to do with one hand. What you're going to do is just shake it back and forth and wiggle it on. And if you're having any problems sliding it on, all you have to do is put the bolt back in, and once you start tightening it up, it will bring the steering wheel down like it's supposed to be, if you can't slide it on easy. Because I did notice this one, it was kind of hard getting it on compared to the factory one. Okay, now that we have the steering wheel back on, you know, you just want to plug your controls back in. Push it until it clicks. And now you want to put your airbag back in. But you know, just make sure we turn it off. I've seen videos where people don't turn it off, and some say it's not active until the car is in motion. But you never know. Let's go to safety. Let's scroll down. Turn the power off. Push it in until it clicks. Now, if you remember last night when I was switching all the guts over, I was wondering what this is. And I searched the internet like crazy, and I cannot find it. But I was starting to think that this is this a tool to, because you notice it fits right in there perfect. And then you push in there. It's hard to do one hand. If you push that in there, it pulls that out. So, is that what that's for? You know, because it comes with like a little Allen key. Let me see if I have it. It comes with this too right here. This and this. And like I said, this is used to take the pop the airbag off. So I just put 2 and 2 together, and that's what I'm gonna say this is for. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said in the video earlier, you could just get a pair of needle noses and squeeze them tabs and pull it out. But this tool right here, it's hard to do one hand. It just fits perfectly in there. Well, it pops out. So that's what I'm gonna say this tool's for right here. So let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree. Now that we got the airbag plugged in, you want to come put your bolt back in. If you have a torque wrench, you might want to torque this down to 45, between 40 and 45 foot-pounds torque if you have one. If not, just snug it down tight. Okay, now that we have the steering wheel bolted in, we have the airbag plugged up, we have the steering wheel steering wheel knobs plugged in. You want to get these 3 little nipple things, line them up, then push it in until it clicks. Now the horn might go off when you do this. Hopefully if it does, it don't get stuck because the wires or anything are blocking something. Okay, it clicked. Okay, no horn. Alright, so as you can see, this is a little different than the stock one. It seems like this one sticks out a little bit more, but it's in there. Alright, see the horn works. Alright, there you have it. As you can see, the volume works. The next song works. This knob works. And see, gotta put it on heat. I know you're not gonna be able to see if the steering wheel is hot, but it's warm. It's warm. So here we have it installed. What I like about it, I just like the way you can rest your hand right here with the flat bottom, you know. Whereas on my one, it's not as big right here, so I'm kind of resting mine like this. And I like this part up here. Let's take it for a drive. Okay, so right now we're driving, and like I said, some people said they don't like it. You know, it's too hard to control. And I don't know if they're thinking this is just like the yoke steering wheels, because one time we had a Model S for the day, and it had the yoke steering wheel on it, and I didn't like it myself because I'm used to grabbing up here, and with this one right here, you could do one hand grab, you could turn, whatnot. With that yoke, you're missing that up there, so it's kind of hard, you know. It's kind of hard for me to get used to it. Where this is, you know, I could do it with one hand because I'm holding the camera right now and I'm filming this, you know. And other people complain that they can't see their screen in between here, but I think there's a screen now, a smaller screen, that they said you can, but I don't have to worry about that because I don't have no screen. And one thing I do notice about it, where I don't even know about it on my Mustang, I mean on my the Model 3, is like whenever you need to do something, you know how you try to grab it with your knee and try to hold it and steer, like while you're trying to, you know, do something. It's hard to do because if you put your knee right here, it wants to turn the steering wheel that way. So that's one thing you can't do, you know. But other than that, I love it. I wish I'd have had this one in my car instead of that eBay steering wheel I have in my car. Like I said, this makes it, it's a lot easier to use this right here than a regular conventional steering wheel. All with one hand. Alright, hope you enjoyed that video and it wasn't too long for you. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and watch all my videos. Thanks for watching.